Even in it that the darkest of my days, would I wander in and in that the haze, thinking that I didn't know which way it was to go. So I did, I buttoned just and I stay so still, with the might of it and that and the will, that I just and that I am, and I will, but I send it a message onto that and who and hey, anybody on and it and that the day when they try and say to me that I cannot not be something just and so and pure and innocent to know that it wasn't to and in it but and go. For a wisdom would I show in and it and that and though misrepresent it in it the hate, couldn't just and I but sit and lay to wait. I but stayed there for 3 years, wouldn't put and shed the tears, because that would mean that you would but and see inside of it and that and me, knowing that the weakness so not damn would I but and go, letting you just go and see that inside of me. I turn to and that and the stone so that the floor and it to me couldn't just and I would see. It was heaviness that I would, but I know in it that the darkness I would, I but glow on and it and that and day when and I found my way. I know that I'm not just perfect on it, so but why does it matter that then though? 'Cause from what it is I've seen, hell it has it but been that the life it is that I did not want to and but know. And yet and it was here that it was so, that I just led, and I wouldn't but said that I knew it oh so long and didn't go from a nightmare and in the snow. Would my destiny and glow wouldn't burden that to show, because in it that the darkest of my days, even in it that the wandering of a haze, I did not lose my way to and but and destroy just the soul though it was inside of me. You could dare and try and telling it to me that I'm no good, 'cause and it was so good that it was that I would button it to wear. Only just and wouldn't it but just and scare. Oh, I'm sorry that I had just and didn't but to be breaking up in front of it and all of you, just and watching it from it my view, that I didn't but I know what and where to but and go. So I sat and did I but and I just lay there and that and didn't but and I didn't say. For and it in just 3 years wouldn't I but shed my tears. Oh, I just wouldn't button that's a button say, let it be and button seen upon a day. How much it was I just want it's a button just and cry. Instead why was it and why that I shed so much and hate, but and it and just the rate of an it and just and but and I would fall like the thunder when it was to button before, that the lightning that we see only couldn't it just be in the distance of it that and it the night When I but had it that my darkest fright, I would but challenge thee, who would but shallow me into button just not a hole. Allen button, go, climbing it and that my way on and out and on a day. An impossibility that it was so, and yet I'm a sat in comfort so. How is it and just to be that I didn't die to see it, the mindset that and I did I but know, gaining it the wisdom I wish to show. Only couldn't I but shed just and didn't but the fear of the darkness that you think you see, you hear. I but know it's that the light I wish to show you to one day. Got it on but to be, couldn't we just nod and see something hidden in the darkest of my days, in the wandering of it and that my haze. Only just I couldn't know, wasn't it just wouldn't show it my true light on it that and it this day. Wouldn't I but shedding it and that to say I know who and that I am, and I'm fed up of it you just in saying it that I'm just no damn good, because I wearing the hood. I'm a telling you today that you need to change your way, because your sun is just something so under a glow of a light that you would just and say to so. Wish to but and just forgive for and it to just and live in it, that the peace of mind that I wanna just to know. Not in it that the hurt's hidden behind it, and so couldn't just and I would say hidden in the light of day was a darkness that would be but shed on it too, and so if the person wouldn't wanna button go, bare his chest to button all just to say and stab and haul me away, 'cause that's what button they just want. It's a button, it just be and it just so. Well, I'm gonna tellin' you that it ain't a button true. Those the words that you can speak from it your mouth, telling me I'm no damn good just 'cause I wear this the hood. I done it simply because of it and away. It's an innocent, you see, oh, hey. Not the act to but befall, but just to and haul on it just and did another one of my days. I'll just and wandering it on and a haze, for the glory that I know that I wanna just and show, in the wisdom of the mindset that and it did I set and sign to button B, sacrifice to button C, as a singularity in that and this the world. I can guarantee you that and it to be enswirled into heaven, just to know it'll be on earth, and so why don't you just wait and see what I can do now that I'm unbuttoned free?